2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. And relax. So this you should feel a little bit relaxed. I mean, that was only 10 breaths. In the practice that we do, we do 30 deep inhalation breaths on top of squats and a few other things. This practice helps you to kind of get rid of some of these bad habits that you might still be carrying into 2023. Oh man, you're still carrying that bad habit into 2023. For this, we've created this 30-day challenge. Both Florian and I, we've created this, it's a very simple practice. Florian, what would you say some of the benefits that you've personally experienced from this?
Well, generally it can be said that the practice will give you an increased amount of energy, extra energy, and then you can spend the energy towards whatever it is needed for. You can use that in order to clean up in your life. You can use that to make things right within your people or within your family even. You can use that energy to go work out or do art or attract the partner that you want. Build a business, build an empire even, or just build a good connection with the people that you love. Build self-esteem. It's all up to you. This extra energy can be spent in many ways, and that's what we teach.
That's exactly the point of it, really. It's like, you cut off one bad habit, but you still need to transmute that into other things. Because just because you cut it out doesn't mean that it can't manifest in other kind of ways. You see? So, especially as men in 2023, the world is crazy right now, right? It's nuts. It's just out of control. So at least we need to get ourselves in control a little bit more to even be able to deal with everything that's going on. And it doesn't have to be, it's like, I was watching that Joe Rogan podcast before, and they were saying, there was one guy talking about meditation. He's like, I meditate every single day, not because I meditate every day for the worst day of my life. And I thought that was very powerful. Yeah, exactly. This is why we do these practices. That way when, man, Florian, remember just like last month, we were living here in Peru, and there was civil unrest, like crazy. It was just like, they were blocking off the streets. I was riding around a motorcycle trying to get my wife in the middle of this crazy stuff going on. Look, I don't think if I was weak and I'd be too scared, I'd be peeing my pants to even get outside. So I'm saying it doesn't mean we gotta be over the top, but you feel confident and strong in yourself. You can just walk anywhere in the world. It's a good feeling to have. And I've shared this with Florian too before. When I was 18, I was driving in San Diego in my car. I think I inhaled some pot or something. I don't know. It was just all weird in my head. And I remember thinking, this voice said, you are too weak, man. You're never going to be able to leave San Diego. You're stuck here, dude. You don't have the strength to be able to go travel. Well, I didn't listen to that voice. I'm glad I did. And I'm really glad that I cut off some bad habits, and I just took that force and I traveled and I went to South America and met some really good friends, and I met a woman that I really have a great relationship with, and things are going in a much better direction. Had I just stayed and listened to that voice and kept these bad habits and kept nothing would have happened like this, sitting here with my best friend with this handpan drum. It's very cool. It's a very cool life that is possible out there. So I know we're kind of going on in the video, but I just want to show this demonstration. If you're still listening, highly suggest checking out our funnel, clicking learn more, and you can find out more what we're about. And you know, we're real guys, real men doing real stuff. Florian, he'll share more about what he's doing sometimes. You know, he's got a whole project, incredible stuff going on.
If you do click, you will find out.
We'll see you there. Yeah. So I grew up in San Diego, near Spring Valley, and also in Oceanside. When I was younger, I kind of had a hard time sometimes connecting with a lot of people, and it's very materialistic sometimes. People driving around in cars, people really living in a certain lifestyle way that seems kind of glamorous and seems fulfilling. But when I kind of pressed a little bit more, I realized it was not that fulfilling of a lifestyle. It's like very empty in a lot of ways. And therefore, you know, you might seek that out in other ways and other bad habits. You know the bad habits, right? There's a lot of them. You know, drugs, alcohol, and there's other bad habits, right? Ones that you do in your room, whatever. So these things I really took note of, and I felt empty. You know, I'm like, I walk around San Diego and just trying to fulfill that emptiness with all kinds of things that just were not doing it, you know. And this really took me on a quest to get out of San Diego. And I shared this with Florian before, like, hey, I had that time, I was 18 years old, driving on the I-5 south, sitting in traffic. And, you know, I took an inhale of some pot, and it's like, hey, this voice came in, you're never going to leave San Diego, you're too weak, man, you just don't got it, you can't. Well, since then I have. I've traveled through Mexico, through South America. I'm currently here in Peru, and I've integrated myself into society in the Andes of Peru, way deep up, you know, where there's no Californians here. I can tell you that. But and I've been able to really change my life around and find some fulfillment. You know, I met a woman I'm planning to marry, and I'm integrated into the society and the family here. You know, my point of talking, I'm not trying to sell you this, you know, exactly how my life is. You know, what I am trying to explain is, you know, this program that we've built this challenge here filmed in the mountains of Peru that also helps you to kind of find that, you know, if you're feeling so empty, and, you know, these certain practices that we found along the way do help you to do that. It might look different for somebody else. You know, maybe it's, I'm feeling unfulfilled. It's India or Asia or something, but you kind of have lacked this sort of motivation, that little extra drive. And what I found personally in my life is that's because of bad habits, certain addictions and stuff that really kind of, for some reason, just keep you. As soon as you're about to rise, you might do this kind of this little self-sabotaging thing. For some of us, it's harder stuff. For some of us, it's, you know, something that a website you might find on your phone that you can click on there. You know, and every time you start to get a little bit up there, you kind of resort back to comfort. And then, yeah, I'm fine. I'm here in San Diego. It's cool, whatever. You know, even though on the inside you might be feeling a little bit empty. So, you know, this is just something I want to share. Florian, you have a similar story?
Certainly. So, I was born and raised in Germany and never quite felt connected there as well. So when I was 18, from that point onward, I lived in many places, basically as some kind of nomad out of my backpack. And I didn't like it as well. And we got to meet, and he shared with me his practice, what we are about to share with you. As soon as you click the button below and head over to our website, we explain it in further detail. But I got this energy. And not only the energy, I got also a certainty within myself that this is the right thing for me. So yeah, I got settled here in South America, grew up, grew a lot, matured a lot through that practice that we're about to share with you. And yeah, it is amazing and we recommend it. There are many things that you can do with that energy when it is well channeled.
That's right, yeah, and it's freedom. There's nothing strange, no Kool-Aid cult thing, you know, it's like nothing like that. It's like really true self-empowerment. This is what we've really been trying to figure out. Everything in the world right now is trying to control, it's trying to dictate, it's trying to tell you that, you know, it's like, why not become your own kind of empire or your own government within your own being, you know, that's what your body is. So like, we're not here to dictate what you know, but we've acquired through many life experiences and through a lot of deep soul searching, you know, ceremonial work and too much to really list right now to get to this point. So, you know, we do feel qualified to show what we're doing. We would love to have you on board, you know, people like you or whatever too. So check us out, learn more, and we will see you there on the challenge.